This song is called Consejos de Tu Viejo. It's a song that I basically wrote as a father to my son. But not only to my son, I think it's something that could also be shared with many sons, you know. And it's basically, advising the younger generation to listen to those who perhaps have lived longer, who've been there, done that. And that's what the song's about, is taking advice from those who know, who have lived life. I had the lyrics for a little while, not the complete lyrics, but I had basically the main chorus of the main vamp. But I didn't find any music to it until recently, you know, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get inspired. In my case, you know, my son actually is, you know, he's about to move out. He's about to make his way, you know, make his own life, move out. And so it kind of took that to inspire me to go ahead and finish the song. You know, from there, you know, from those emotions of, hey, my son is actually leaving, from that emotion, you know, I got the, you know, inspiration to write the song.
Yo, this song's gonna be hot, man. So the tempo for this song is gonna be 74.
Yeah, I started with a loop at home. I started kind of just playing around with different loops. We weren't really happy with the loops. There was something missing. The loops were cool, but we were like, man, we need some live percussion. And Robson, upon hearing it, Robson said, you know what? Maybe we can do some olodu, which is a rhythm from Bahia, from Brazil, with African influence. And, you know, he showed me a couple of samples and I'm like, dude, I want that on the track. It's awesome. So Sidney Amaro, who's a great percussionist, also a good friend of Robson, and he was gracious enough to just come over and just put the drums on, you know, the Brazilian drums. I think it was, what, panderetas?
That's the Brazilian tambourine.
Which I've pretty much never really seen it played that way. I've seen panderetas played in a different way, but not the way they, you know, not in that Brazilian flavor style. That's just so cool to me. Initially, it was kind of straightforward, but then as I started working with Robson, you know, we started to put our elements to it. I put a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit of a Latin influence there, but also, you know, specifically more of a Brazilian influence with Robson. He started kind of throwing ideas, and I was loving what I heard. But yeah, the arrangement started to kind of progress, and it started to kind of take a little bit of a different direction, where now we have some Brazilian percussions, you know, and we put a little bit of that element in there. I even threw a couple of you know, Portuguese words in there and it's kind of fun, you know. So it's kind of started just straightforward, you know, alternative rock, you know, a little bit alternative, and then it started to progress to something a little bit more world, but there was still something missing. So Robson, you know, has that Brazilian connection. He spoke to some people down in Brazil who put some live drums. They recorded some live drums there, man. And yeah, shout out to Patrick.
We have Patrick, my drummer. Yeah, good job, man.
But he put some live drums in there, man, and Patrick just killed it. He did a great job, man, and just brought life to the song.
Para que perdieras el miedo. Al poco tiempo tú corrías por el vecindario entero y ahora puedes viajar el mundo. Conmigo cuídate.
And it just progressed from there. That's the gist of it.
De aquellos lobos.
It's a wrap. All right.
Hijo mío, acuérdate. Cada acción hay una reacción.
Ladies and gentlemen.
a la gente por las apariencias. Tampoco juzgues las cosas antes del debido tiempo, porque el tiempo revela las intenciones escondidas por dentro. A montar en bicicleta, a veces te caía, te pelaba la rodilla, tu palma te levantaba, tú llorabas, sonreía, lágrimas secaba y el polvo sacudía. Él te obligaba a montarte de nuevo en la misma bicicleta para que perdieras el miedo. Al poco tiempo tú corrías por el vecindario entero y ahora puedes viajar el mundo. Hijo mío, cuídate de los falsos profetas, de aquellos lobos vestidos de ovejas. Hijo mío, acuérdate que por cada acción hay una reacción, cada reacción trae consecuencias. Acuérdate que hay un Dios que tenemos que rendir cuentas. Hijo mío, cuídate. Hay que luchar para ganar, no tengas miedo de alcanzar, pero antes de correr primero tienes que andar. Dios bendiga tu entrada y tu salida, rechazo toda maldición, te echo hoy la bendición. Oye, sigue tu camino y cuando la prudencia te llame, hijo mío, pon oído. Todo lo que brilla es oro, tampoco todo lo que es oro brilla. La vida no es color de rosa, porque cada rosa lleva sus espinas. Cada espina causa una herida, pero con el tiempo las heridas se cicatrizan. Coge los consejos de tu viejo, hijo mío, que no hay tanta prisa. Hijo mío, cuídate. Hijo mío, es